tongue, the teeth, the tip of the lips, the tongue, the teeth, the tip of the lips, the tongue, the We ready?
We're ready.
All right.
Hi, everyone.
How's it going?
I'm Soni,
Drew, Andrew, Don.
and this is Thompson Talk, where we
Tongue, the teeth, the tip of the lips.
sometimes we do that. Sometimes we go, "Ah." It's just good practice.
It is.
So, for those of you who missed our public service announcement last week, we changed the day that we publish the podcast and video to Thursdays.
So, welcome to Thompson Thursday.
Welcome. That means, you know what that means, right? The week is almost done. We've almost made it. Just hang in there a little longer, and then we can all enjoy the heck out of our weekend. And we might even decide to do something over the weekend that starts with the letter T, which is the episode, like
Something titillating.
something titillating.
Or maybe travel.
Travel. Yeah, that's
Shout out to Amy Fryan.
Shout out to Amy Fryan for the suggestion, even though it
Which
was she dropped a hint. It wasn't a suggestion; it was a hint drop. Very subtle, not subtle.
we need to travel and go see her in
Ecuador.
Ecuador. Fire.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So, with this topic, we've got a lot to talk about. Andrew and I were that was one of the things that we had, because we've done a lot of traveling. I know that some people, that when they're like born and raised in the area and they just kind of stay there, they get jobs and they settle down, they get married, they have kids, and that's where they
Not
are.
us.
No, we like to go.
Yep.
Gotta go.
Gotta see some new shit.
So, um, Andrew and I have done quite a bit of traveling. I know that from previous episodes, you guys know that I was born and raised in Minnesota. I moved when I was almost 21 to Louisville, Kentucky, and that's where I had Andrew. So, Andrew and I would drive, a lot of times drive, sometimes fly, but most of the times we would drive to Minnesota from Kentucky. Then it was about a 17-hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
In the summertime. Those were the summer trips. In the winter, we would drive down to Florida because
17 hours still.
another
We're like
17
smack in the
hours.
middle. Yep.
Yep. So we did a lot of driving, and I know that it was easier when I was younger because I could drive through the night. Or if I got super tired, I would stop at a rest area or a gas station and just kind of pull up and put my chair back or close my eyes for 20 minutes and I'll be good to go again. I can't do that as much anymore. But
Which,
Andrew,
let me tell you, her version of younger, once she turned like 33, it was done.
there
She
was
was no
one
longer
time,
driving through the night.
remember, there was one time when we were driving back from Minnesota. We were 3 hours. We had gone 14. We were 3 hours, and it was like 8 at night or 6. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was still daytime.
And you were like,
And I
nope.
said, I cannot drive. We have to get a hotel. And I just have to, I was done. So I was done. You made
Which,
fun of me.
no, I will say, as I've gotten older and I've made the drive to Kentucky, from Louisville, Kentucky to Pacifica, California, and I've made the drive from Sacramento, California to Louisville, Kentucky. I've made that drive, and there's a wall, and it doesn't matter if you're.
It's daytime. It doesn't matter if
It
it's
doesn't
daytime.
matter if it's daytime, if it's nighttime, if there's 10 hours left, if there's 2 hours left. Once you hit the wall, you pull your ass over and you get some rest because it's
Yeah.
dangerous. And I mean, really, you can just fall right asleep,
Yeah.
fall into that road coma.
So it was a lot easier when I was younger and Andrew was younger, because he would just sleep, and then you don't have the "Are we there yet?" or of course, one of the things when you have anybody who you're traveling with, right, is having to go to the
Gas.
bathroom.
Oh.
I know people uh, who say that their parents were horrible and would be, who was that who said that they had to go in a Folgers can or something like that? But that gave me an idea. It's a lot easier for guys than it is for girls.
Yeah,
To like
that one
pee.
time we were in Atlanta and I tried to pee into the Gatorade bottle. I had to shit too. It was one of those where both ends were pressing and I tried to pee into the Gatorade bottle and I guess the way that the head was in the lip of the bottle, it made like a
And I
it was
started,
a
Andrew's in the passenger seat with
with
the
a blanket over me.
a blanket over him because he's peeing in the bottle, and it's we weren't that inappropriate, right, Sarah? We weren't that inappropriate. Andrew had a blanket over him. He's peeing into the bottle, but I heard, and I'm laughing. He's laughing, which
So
isn't a
I
good
shit
combination if
myself.
you're
Yeah.
peeing. We were in the parking lot of the Costco and
Sam's Club, and I
Sam's
had
Club.
to go ditch. Yeah, I had to go ditch my drawers in the Sam's. It wasn't like I fully shit myself. It was like it was an advanced turtle head.
Yeah, but it was one of those, yeah.
They were cooked. We weren't gonna travel with them any longer.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Many times, I mean, even not necessarily traveling, like long distances. There were times when Andrew's like, gotta pee. And then we're finding like parking lots or whatever. Like I said, so much easier for guys than it is for girls. You know, girls require a little bit more a spot to squat, and something to wipe with. Guys can just shake and go. Yeah. So another time when Andrew and we actually went to visit my sister, his Auntie T, when she lived in Italy. And so that was our
Oh man.
first international flight. How old were you, Andrew? So you were in fifth grade?
No, I was not in
Fourth
fifth grade.
grade?
I was in, I think,
Because you were in elementary because you had
I
the
was in young
journal,
elementary. I was barely writing. I was in maybe second grade.
because you had the journal that you were supposed to take and
Yep, I was in like second grade.
okay.
Um,
So what is that? What age is that? I don't even know. 8,
Caleb's 6. He's in kindergarten. So yeah, like eight
maybe.
8 years old.
We got to Milan, and I knew my sister was waiting. We were towards the end of the airplane anyway. And Andrew had to use the restroom.
Her
That's
phone
what
didn't
we were
work.
there.
Yeah, her
Yeah.
phone didn't work, so she couldn't call and be like, "Hey, we just landed."
So I couldn't be in the men's area, of course. And so I was just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. And I think that I had a guy who happened to speak English as my son in there. And what happened, Andrew? Do you remember? Or is it just kind of
I had to christen Europe with a dumperoonie, and
this?
the fucking door wouldn't unlock. Like I locked myself in the stall. I'm in a foreign country. Even if there were directions, I wouldn't have been able to read them. Like I got locked in the stall, and yeah, then some guy came in and like slid on his back under the stall and was like, "Do you need help?" And I was like,
You did?
"Yeah, yeah." Well, I mean, how else was he gonna,
That was really nice to go on his back on the
airport
floor.
bathroom floor? Yeah, he looked out for a player. I was distressed, and then I got out of the bathroom after probably, the white version of a crisis, right? Like, I was flustered to say the least,
And
and you were
I was
pissed.
mad. Yeah.
Yeah, so which I can relate to because I would definitely be mad at my kids if they took forever in the bath. Though I have all boys, I could just go in there.
Right. So it would be like if you had a daughter.
If I had a daughter and she was taking forever, and for whatever reason I didn't have a phone and I was in a foreign country and I knew somebody was waiting on me and I was afraid that they would leave for whatever reason, yeah, I'd be like, but
So I know that I have done, it kind of reminds me a little bit when I was I was young, maybe before the age of 6, 7, 8, I don't know, maybe before the age of 6, on an airplane, and I went to the bathroom, and my sister went with me, your Auntie T,
yeah.
and I slid the thing, and it turned on the light, locked the door, turned on the light, and I went to the bathroom, and then I pushed the flush. And when I pushed the flush, I slid the light or slid the unlock, but I heard the toilet go whoosh, and it scared me. So I flipped the light back on, but it locked it, and then I couldn't get out, and I was super freaked. And my sister tells me that, it's like I had tried the door enough to get my fingers, and I could see her, and she was laughing, and she was like pointing at the door to one of the stores. They had to coax me to slide the thing back, turn the light off. So yeah, I can relate
There's
that
nothing
whole
funnier
bathroom,
than
stuck
a
in the bathroom while
terrified
traveling.
kid. That's
Terrifying.
just that's hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
but I really would like to go back to Italy because I definitely, no kid can be expected to appreciate what they're witnessing. Yeah, I like you said, I brought a journal for school. I got an excused absences because we were there for like a week, and so I got an excused absence. Um, but I had to bring a journal with me, and I had to write in the journal every day about what I did or one thing that I learned. And I was writing about stuff like the chicken nuggets at McDonald's taste different here.
And then you
Um,
asked for ketchup at the Chinese restaurant, and they had
okay,
no
so
idea.
yeah, we're at a Chinese restaurant in Rome, and they didn't know what ketchup was. So,
They asked
but
you if you wanted lemon on your chicken instead.
I was like, here I am, a chubby little kid. Bacon's good for me. Um, but yeah, I mean, I remember going to the Sistine Chapel. I remember walking through and being bored out of my mind. I was like, God, when is this gonna end? Because this is hell.
But you like the Colosseum.
I did, but even then, I was so young that I was kind of let down because I was like, this does not look like the movie Gladiator. Like,
Yeah.
but I would love to go back so that I can really appreciate that stuff because there's a lot of beautiful country and there's a lot of awesome things that I've already experienced that I would like to re-experience. We arrived in Milan by plane. We took a train through Florence down to Rome, and then we took the train back to Milan. And Switzerland was like 45 minutes away by car, so we drove to Switzerland. And I remember walking and seeing like castle ruins and stuff like that. Yeah, like super awesome. And that I did think was really cool at the time. I remember that. But yeah, I would love to travel there again.
Yeah. Traveling, I mean, I've done a lot of traveling even recently in my adult life for work, which I love, love, love. And not I'm not done. I'm not done
Hmm.
traveling. There's a lot of places that I want to see, a lot of places I want to go to again. Um, But yeah, that's one of the things that Andrew and I kind of reminiscing about the traveling that we've done together. And it is harder when you have kids. Um, but you're also making memories, right? Like what we're sharing with you guys
Mhm.
here today. So yeah.
Where have
Andrew,
you traveled for work? Like, where's your favorite place?
Taipei. So I think Taiwan, I could live there. I could live there for like a year, I think. That
Mhm.
was super cool. I loved the food. They had the night markets. Um, and the people were just great. Not work
Awesome.
related. I love Hong Kong too. That was for work, but not work related. Love Thailand. I love tropical destinations like that. But ironically, I've never been to
It's
Hawaii.
strange that you would like Thailand because, yeah,
Is
it's strange to me that you like Thailand because you don't Bangkok.
ah, how do you know? I might get rid
What?
of that part.
I thought it
But
was funny.
I love Thai food, and when you go to Thailand, they have like you can get this huge plate of pad Thai or rice, beautiful, delicious for
For
what
a
is equivalent
handshake.
of like 70 cents. Yeah,
Yeah.
so crazy and delicious. Yeah, so lots of traveling that I still would like to do. I did a little bit of traveling with
Where's
my
one place that?
grandson when
Hmm.
we came to Andrew's graduation when he graduated from boot camp. So that was interesting too. And
BCT.
it was a
Yeah,
shit
basic
show.
combat training.
It was a shit show
Mhm.
because oh yeah, the flight was delayed. Then we missed the other one. I was a mess, and Caleb just took it all in stride. He was a trooper. He
Yeah,
was a trooper.
we've gotten Caleb and Grayson on a flight down to Florida. I have yet to travel with Carter, and that I'm
Well, you
sure
guys
will.
have done like road trips, right? You've gone a couple hours to the
He's
Caribbean,
fine in the car for like an
not
hour or two.
driving. Yeah,
But it's a different ball game on a plane, surrounded by other people, and there's noises, and some of the
yeah,
flights are a little bit longer, and so. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. My sweet
yeah.
boy
Yeah,
just
we
has
got
some.
lots of traveling left to do, including coming to see you, Amy Fryan. I see you. So we'd like to hear about you guys. What kind of travel stories do you have with your kids, with your family, friends, or by yourself? And also, like, how has COVID kind of changed your thoughts about traveling?
Amy, if you'd like to drop a comment, I was in Cuba for about a year, and so I would like to. How's the weather in Ecuador? Because I know in Cuba it was hot
Iguana hot.
and humid.
So if you have a comment, question about, or a suggestion for an upcoming episode, please send an email to Thompson Talk Podcast at gmail.com.
Or go ahead and get on the YouTubes, type in Thompson Talk. You're gonna see her face. You're gonna see mine. Click on them. Go ahead, pick out any of the videos. They're all really great. I feel like they're just getting better with time. Pick on a video, like it, share it with your friends, comment. Make sure you subscribe, pretty please. It's free. Not asking a whole lot. Just hit subscribe. When you do hit subscribe, because you genuinely like the content, make sure you hit the post notification bell, the little bell on the side there, so that way you're notified every time we upload and you never miss a Thompson Thursday or a Thom Thom.
Thompson.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. It's been fun. We look forward to the next time. Until then.
See you later.